I've come across individuals that they'll be coming into the gym and they're, just in conversation, how are you doing, that sort of thing, and they express that they are tired, they haven't gotten enough rest, but they decided they should push through. And I've gotten this response over and over and over again. Well, I want to explain to you that it's not going to benefit you. Sacrificing your sleep in order to work out is not going to give you the full benefit of the workout. Now, we need to take into consideration, is this something that happens maybe once a month, something that happens once every 3 months, to where you didn't get enough sleep, but you get your workout in, but typically you do get your 8 hours of rest or more? Or is it something to where you're already sleep deprived, you've been sleep deprived for a while, and you're still coming in to do your workout? And I get this sense when I hear that, as if there's this idea that they're doing something that is good, something that's beneficial, something that is, well, you're pushing yourself through mentally, you're strengthening your, your mental capacities to push past something that is going to have a benefit on the other side, and that's not the case. Whenever you deprive your sleep, everything in your life suffers. And I know it's this idea in society that, oh, I can sleep when I'm dead, or I only need 4 hours of sleep and I can thrive. No, you think that you only need 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, consistently 6 hours of sleep, but that's not the case. Your body is tallying it up. Your body is getting the negative repercussions from it. The thing about it is that on one end, it's good that we don't get the full, repercussions from the unhealthy habits that we have. Why? Because then we have time to change it and really work with our body to still, counteract the things that we're doing that are counterproductive to our health. However, on the other end, it's negative that this happens, because we get this idea that it's okay to do. We have horrible habits in our 20s or in our 30s, and then we get to, your 50s. And it seems like something just happened all of a sudden. There are things that change within our bodies based on our age, but the majority of what we experience that comes later on that seems like a surprise is just a response of our body not being able to keep up with everything that we've been dumping upon it. And so when it comes to working out and you haven't had sleep, your body's not going to benefit, and many times you find yourself shutting down in the form of sickness, or shutting down in the form of your mental cognition suffering. And these are just some signs that something else is coming down later on down the line. And so if you have to determine or decide whether you should work out or if you should rest, you should rest. If this is a consistent habit, if this is just a one-off, maybe once every 4 months, this is something that happens, but it's not a consistent thing. You typically, and you're sure about this, because remember, sometimes we can assume that we're doing something that we're not doing, and that's very common as well, to assume that our habits are one way when they're not. But if you're absolutely sure that you consistently get the amount of rest that you should get, and that this is just a one-off, then okay, maybe do your workout. But then I would also even recommend that you do a more therapeutic workout, a walk, some core, and some stretching, not resistance training, definitely not trying to obtain or move the amount of resistance that's near your upper levels of strength. That's going to be counterproductive. And so when your body registers stress or whatever it does, it needs the support for the performance and for the recovery. And if those two components aren't there, you're not going to get the benefit. And if you're a type of individual that you enjoy your workout when you're able to perform it in the manner in which motivates you, well, guess what? You're not going to enjoy it that way either. But if you need to, take the rest. It's better. Take a walk later on in the evening. A very good idea, matter of fact, to take a walk after you've had, your meal, maybe around 6 o'clock. Take a walk and use that as your exercise, because your body's still getting the movement, which is most important to improve the function of your body. But if you're doing something that's harming other aspects of your body and even your ability to be able to perform again later on, then there's no benefit at all. So no, you're not doing the noble, or you're not showing that you're consistent in your dedication. Go for it. No, you're just harming yourself. So prioritize your rest first, definitely your nutritional recovery, but none of those components, no matter how efficient your nutrition and your exercise, no matter how precise it is, you won't get a benefit if you don't have your rest. You need your sleep. So get your sleep. I hope that was helpful. Talk to you all soon. Take care.